dear Magdalena, dear Mateusz, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends. When we, the Center for Liberal Modernity, have been asked if we would be ready to serve as a partner for this conference, it was not a complicated decision to say yes. First, because we very much appreciate the work of the Berlin branch of the Bilecki Institute, and even more since February 24, 2022. Second, because we were impressed by the draft program and the list of invited speakers, and today we are proud to co-host so many renowned scholars and public intellectuals in Berlin. Third, because in these days there's hardly a more important topic to think about than Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine. Its historic context, legal dimension, and its impact on the future of Europe. And this war is not just an episode which will pass. It is deeply changing not only the European landscape, but it will have a long-lasting impact on the global order. And last not least, we hope that this conference will provide an opportunity for an exchange between scholars and intellectuals with different backgrounds, and especially from Poland and Germany. It's not a secret that Polish-German relations are under stress because of a bunch of reasons. And it's all but clear if this war will finally strengthen European unity or deepen the rift within the European Union. We therefore even more welcome this platform for dialogue about a war that one way or another will determine our common future. Russia's war of aggression is not only a neo-colonial attempt to force Ukraine back into the Russian world and to destroy her political and cultural autonomy. At the same time, it's a massive attack against the European security order, against international law, and against all liberal aspirations in Central Eastern Europe. It's nothing less than a counter-revolutionary attempt to revise the political achievements of 1989 and 1990. If Russia's genocidal warfare goes unpunished, international law will be in ruins. And if Putin succeeds with his attack against Ukraine, this war may turn out as an interlude to a next, even bigger war between Russia and the West. Our political, military, and financial support for Ukraine in its struggle for existence is therefore not just a matter of solidarity. It is about Europe's very own interest, about our security, and about the defense of a value-based international order. Finally, because this conference is taking place in the heart of Berlin, allow me some remarks on Germany's attitudes towards this war. I'm quite aware of the widespread irritations about the vague language of our Chancellor regarding the endgame of the war and Germany's reluctant delivery of heavy weapons. But compared to our Eastern policy in the previous era, Germany has moved dramatically over the last year. From our special relationship with Russia and no delivery of weapons to Ukraine at all, to one of the biggest suppliers of military equipment for the Ukrainian army, including the last decision on Leopard battle tanks. From a domestic perspective, this is a dramatic shift that should be acknowledged. But compared to the massivity of Russia's war of destruction and Ukraine's desperate struggle to survive, Germany's policy still seems to follow the pattern of too little too late. This may be due in part to considerations for reservations among the German population. Majorities for the delivery of tanks and other weapon systems to Ukraine are relatively close. But it seems to me that the core of the problem is that neither the German government nor the West as a whole has yet made a clear decision to provide Ukraine with everything it needs to win this war. The reasons for this hesitation are manifold: fear of escalation, doubt about the feasibility of a military victory over Russia, and the hope that a diplomatic arrangement with the Kremlin could ultimately be found. This hesitant approach also characterizes the official stance taken so far on the establishment of a special tribunal to hold Russia's political and military leadership accountable for the ongoing war crimes in Ukraine. This would be a definitive break with the Putin regime, and in effect it would slam the door on a negotiated settlement. But again, it seems that Germany is moving slowly, but ultimately in the right direction. At least, I hope so. I'm confident that this conference will provide us with illuminating insights on all these questions. Finally, I would like to thank again the Pilecki Institute for the good cooperation, and I'm looking forward for an exciting conference. Thank you very much.